For the left side, this is, I think this is a BMD or a BDM. No, it's a BMD, maybe. It's a BMD. This is a tank destroyer. It's armed with a 122mm gun. Very powerful. Can penetrate even a tank. This thing you should be careful from. If this thing manages to land a hit on you, you're fucked. You're basically dead. Whatever vehicle you're on, it's gonna go to fatal damage on some of the equipment or some of the assets.
Minimum.
This, don't remember the weak points, but if you see this, use a TOW and AP. I wouldn't suggest trying to hunt for weak points, but if you see this, use AP or a TOW. This needs to be dead immediately.
Yeah, and if you don't have immediate, if you're not able to immediately kill this, you really need to get away from that thing. You need to run. That's where your smoke screens and your smoke trails.
It can fire. If I don't know if it's unlocked in the server, but it can fire HE, AP, APFSDS, the modern version, and it can fire ATGMs.
Hey.
So this thing is a killing machine.
I hate this thing.
I think the armor's pretty light though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
What?
Yes, it is quite lightly armored.
It is quite lightly armored, but
It's just
it have a
glass
powerful
cannon.
gun, so you cannot mess with it.
It's a glass cannon, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover the glass cannon part, since all the tanks and the tank destroyers in the Russian army use the glass cannons, and they are pretty weak. Not from the firepower, but from the protection evasion, from the protection aspect. Okay, let's move to. Let's move from there. Let's move to the BMPs. They are on our priority. This big boy is an ancient vehicle. BMP-1 is 19.
You cut out at 19. Still nothing. Try again.
Connection. No.
You might be fiddling with audio settings or something. Vampire, no!
Hello?
Yes.
Yep, there we go.
I'm
Are
still
you gonna
losing
come back?
connection, so I might pass off.
User left your
Huh.
channel.
Right.
User
so,
left your channel.
Vampires obviously are a resident expert here. These are technically APCs, all the different BMPs. They have some troop carrying capacity, not much. Most of them have autocannons. Most of them, you see that big yellow thing, that's a tow launcher. So essentially same as we got with the Bradley. So that's a wire guided, or at least it's a guided anti-tank missile. Don't get hit by it. Vampire's going to go into more detail, but basically, we can tell no skirts, so vulnerable tracks. That armor under the tracks is a weak point. These boxes, I assume, I think I remember a ventilation hatch somewhere.
I think it's on the. It's not on the. It's on the
Got
back.
a log on the back.
Could be. They're definitely not very heavily armored. I think heavier than the BTR, definitely, but this is nowhere near main battle tank territory, so...
Yeah, you can still rinse these things with 50 cals. This might be the ventilation.
Yes, you can. Wouldn't advise it, but again, as a last resort, you can pen it with a 50 cal, and obviously an 84 will send this thing catastrophic with a single hit. It not necessarily,
User
not every
joined your
time you
channel.
can get a bad hit, but usually an 84 will at least get you a dismount, an engine kill, or a critical component kill like the turret or the gun. It's just, it's another glass cannon, all of these are. They hurt really much, but fairly easy to kill. I mean, he should be here any sec, but generally what this is going to boil down to, we're going to look at some more weak points and stuff, but like down the line after the yellow toes, that's where we get to basically the struts at the very end, and then before that I think those are BMP1s, I'm not certain. But as you can tell, big guns, but very old Vics, so pretty much same as with the rest, glass cannons, right? Hit them hard, hit them fast, and they should go down. Make sure you don't get hit by them. Whereas everything to the left here, these are MBTs. These are main battle tanks. These are not to be trifled with. Each and every one of them is an
User joined your
extremely
channel.
significant threat to any asset we have on the server, including if you're in an Abrams, if we get those back. Hit him very hard, hit him very fast. Particularly the second one is a terrifying bastard. This is the T90. You can identify it because you see those two IR thermal things on the side of the gun.
Yeah.
Possibly. I know this one because it's at night. Those things are red, and when you see those two red eyes looking at you, you're in trouble. It's terrifying. A lot of
Yeah,
these,
I
and
think
so
this is just a modernized T90 here now.
yeah, a lot of these are obviously like variants of each other. But I'm not the Vic expert or nerd here. It's our Moroccan expert here. Welcome back.
Yeah, Cup is
Envy
like the
love
only
killed me.
major vehicle mod I really use. I mean, not Cup, RHS. Fuck Cup.
Anyway, so we were in the BMPs. BMP-1 73mm gun in the toe. And it's the same as the BTRs. Whenever you see wooden boxes, you see weak points. If you can see here, you see this venting. I don't know the word in English. This vent over here.
Vent, yes.
This is where the engine is.
Ah,
This is where the engine is. So if
that's,
you aim at
that
this
is
spot,
quite exposed.
Yes.
yeah. So if you aim at this spot, easy kill. Plus 12 kills. And
fuck?
what you have as well is over here. You see this area where there is this screw or whatever is this. This is where the driver is sitting. Easy 2 EP rounds. If you manage to kill the gunner and you still have the vehicle running around, 2 EP rounds in this area, you kill the driver.
Gunner should roughly be about here, just basically transcribe to the center.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise to try to hit the gun, but aim for the engine and aim for the driver. If you want to kill the gun, you can just aim for the barrel. Easy kill on the barrel. It's
Generally
a smooth board.
Generally speaking, the AI behavior seems to be that if you make in any way the vehicle incapable of moving, they tend to dismount. Not always. You will get stationary vehicles with a spinning around turret, but a lot of the times you can rely on if you either send the engine smoking or actually kill the driver, you can get a crew dismount. It's not foolproof, but it's a good call.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. So, same. This is, if you can notice, between the BMP-1 and the BMP-2. The same chassis.
Yep.
And they did it again. They grabbed the vehicle, replaced the gun, new vehicle. It's the same main armament. This one have a smoothbore cannon. This one have an autocannon at 30. Is this a 40? This is a
Don't
40
think
or
so.
a 30mm gun?
It don't look
30.
like a 40.
It's
the
30.
BMP2, right?
Yeah, 30mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 30mm.
Yeah, she's on the barrel.
The only difference between this one and the BMP-1 is this one they added a skirt. You see this small steel plate? This is called the skirt, and the other is on the defend this weak area over here from AP rounds and from AT. However, they still left the wooden boxes for the weak points, and you have the venting area for the engine. It's still visible. So you can just shoot through it, kill the engine, aim for the barrel, you kill the gun.
The toe doesn't
pretty-
seem to have a scope on it either, no?
Yeah, it does. It have a tow and it have thermals and up to 12 levels of zoom.
Oh, wow.
So it can see you from far away.
then it's going to be pretty much the same story for all of these, right?
Yeah, it's the same story for this, same story for this. But this is, as you can see, there is added steel plates all around the side for more protection. It's the same chassis, just more steel plates for protection against AT. They still left the wooden boxes, and behind the wooden boxes, there is some hatches. Those hatches are still weak points.
Which variant is this one? Is the BMP2?
This is there are BMP2s. This is the BMP2K, I think.
Got it.
I don't really know the difference between them because they are just the same, just protection levels and more advanced optics.
Copy that.
You're not really gonna like notice much of a difference in the heat of battle.
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
The difference between a BMP-1 and a BMP-2 is significant because different weapon systems that can be significant, especially for a butcher. For infantry, you're not really going to notice a difference.
Barrel on that bitch.
And beyond that, like with the weapon systems that we have, we're pretty much going to be equally effective on any variant of the BMP.
Right.
Okay, this is the same BMP, just more advanced optics, more advanced ammo, and less armament. I think this is the one that's used to amphibious transport vehicle, mechanized basically. So they lowered the weight. This is the BMP3. They changed the chassis, they made it more armored, more high, and more square looking.
And a big fuck-off gun.
Yeah, a big fuck-off gun. This is a 105, I think 105, yeah, 105 millimeter Glasgow gun. As you can see, this is the only BMP, or the only modern, this sub-modern vehicle that still used the turret next to the driver's seat. You see these two pointy guns? Those are actually guns like the World War II tanks have. I don't think they can fire an armor, but in real life do.
Yeah,
I never noticed that.
but don't forget about the coaxial 30mm on this thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's fucking terrifying because like, oh, you got the big fucking tank gun. Okay, that packs a punch, but at least it's fairly slow. Ah, well, fuck you, guy. I got an autocannon too.
So, quick question: Do these numbers?
Yeah.
Do these numbers there indicate that are they going to stay the same? Are these numbers like for this model BMP?
These
I think
change.
they're random.
These change. Okay, just checking.
They're on the mic. Also, one more. For 10. It have on 5. It have about 15 seconds of reload time. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Am I back?
You're
I
good.
believe
Yeah,
so.
we
Yes,
hear
I
you.
can hear you now.
Loud and clear. I don't hear you now.
Hello, hello?
There we go.
Hello, hello.
What the fuck is wrong with my internet? It's fine.
User left your channel.
Oh shit.
2 for 2, I guess.
While we're here, very obvious. See if you can find the engine on this thing.
I wonder where.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this?
Could it be the big vent on the right side?
The big giant fucking vent.
And again, no, like a minimal tank skirt, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can this one
I mean-
act as a troop carrier or no?
I'm not sure.
It has the back doors, so I would assume...
In that case,
I think those
assume
are
yes.
engine bay doors.
Oh, wait,
Those
are
are
they?
not big
Never
enough
mind.
for a man to fit through.
Oh,
This
yeah.
might
No.
just be a driver
actually-
gunner combo. Just that's it.
If there's hatches on top, it may be personal.
You know what? I think this does have crew carrying capability. Look at the top here.
Oh, yep.
I
Yeah.
think those rear hatches open up in conjunction with these ones, and they appear to have firing ports. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
like what's the other Vic? You can just turn out this whole piece.
Yeah.
Oh, the
So I'm pretty sure
amphibious.
this whole
Yeah.
like rectangle opens up, and you got a couple of dudes in the back here
Mm-hmm.
because that's the fucking recurring thing with the BMPs and the BTRs is that if you disable it, like half the time you get a fucking clown carp dismounts.
Well, you don't ever see them turn out, right?
No, never seen that.